Hello and welcome back to the channel, everybody. My name is Dark Walker, and we are getting pretty close to the end of the Water Elemental Signature Arcana. We still have 3 left, so if I want to keep on track with what I'm doing, player's choice. If we want to keep on track with what I'm doing, I've got to get that first part of the tier list done pretty soon here. I gotta stop being a lazy bastard. Hello, birds. But today, I think we're going to focus on everyone's favorite Greatsword. What, you mean the Dark Moon Greatsword? Okay, for those of you who haven't played Elden Ring, this is probably your favorite Greatsword. You mean Cloudstrife's Buster Sword? Okay, I get the idea. Everyone's favorite Greatsword who plays this specific game. Oh, Dark Sage, you're no fun. Alright, so Crystalline Balestra is an interesting one, as it gives you 3 slashes, one that goes forward, one that sweeps behind, and one that darts forward again. Now, this counts as melee, but it also counts as movement, so you could actually use this as the capstone for a very interesting soccer cleats run. Which, you know, I might actually do, because there's some very interesting spells that count as movement-based. Let's see if we can spot a few of them. Obviously, any of the jump arcana will do the job. Shearing Chain does it. Rushing Typhoon does it, and I like that one quite a bit. Airborne Slam. Heroic Leap, even though I consider that a bit of a cop-out. So I guess we're kind of going over an impromptu look at all of the different movement-based arcana. There's one. There's another one, which I'm thinking about going with that. That's movement, that's movement, that's movement, that's movement, that's movement. Okay, so there's a lot in fire that does movement. But I think the one that would probably be the best would be Blazing Vault. What counts as movement in Earth? Seismic Entry, the Shield, which is another really good one. Could actually do a very good sword and shield build. Drill is shield, Stalwart Defenders, Fadeaway Rhythm, Soaring Ivy. Hey, even Hammer of Atlas counts as movement. Okay, so there's a few more in Earth than I thought there would be. Alright, so Thunder Drop, that's obvious. Voltaic Needle, Shock Assault. Actually, there's a fair fewer of them in Electricity than I thought there would be. The world is the world coming to when lightning doesn't represent movement as well as Earth. Yeah, you see that pile of stone and rock over there just sitting there in the corner? It's a better representation of movement than the thing that's constantly sparking around and jumping between neurons. Alright, so we've got a few movement options here. And in Chaos, we've got 1, 2... So again, the Arcana named after a term that literally means erratic has less movement options than Earth. Very disappointed in you know, spells. Things that had no real idea what was going on. It's all your fault. We're gonna take Volt Tracer because this is gonna be more of an aggressive build than the last few. And because of that, we'll also take Air Spinner. Now, because we are looking at movement, I think what we're going to do is go Hope, and then I'll grab the Soccer Cleats just because that is what this run is built around after all. But make no mistake, the primary focus is going to be on the Balestra, which is such a good spell. Alright, and on player's choice, I usually pick the classics just because I am a big fan of Dale North's compositions. I think his original compositions really do this game justice. And let this be your millionth reminder that he also did the soundtrack for Astral Ascent. That game is also well worth your time, so long as you're not too scared of big difficulty spikes. But it is also possible that I'm just not that good at that game. Alright. actually just go. I don't have a specific... Of course, I choose that, and then it's Atlas. Alright, you know what? We'll work with this. And yes, I know Air Spinner doesn't actually count as a movement-based Arcana, but I do think because of its, 360-degree hitting radius, I think it's the best option. Because, yeah, we could go Ice Daggers. At least Ice Daggers is fun, but I think Air Spinner is actually going to be more effective for our needs. There we go. We'll try to use Volt Tracer a bit more offensively. I mean, it was designed to be used offensively, so... Trying to use it for exactly what it was intended for seems like a good idea to me. But make no mistake, I definitely prefer my Dash Arcana to have more defensive uses. That's why I tend to take Thunderline and Frost Feint so much. I think Darkseid forgot about the portals again. I've heard that he's allergic to portals, actually. Oh, I don't see anything down there that I actually want. I mean, there's this, but... Increases critical hit damage, but lowers critical hit chance. Like, I don't know how I feel about that necessarily. Okay, so we are going to end up taking something. Just because it's going to boost the Curse Eater's Mask. And I think with that being the case, what we take is the Wallet of Splendor. Oh, I guess he isn't allergic to portals. No, guys, let's let the truth be bare. I'm not allergic to portals. I'm just really dumb. Iris? Must be over here. What do we got? Oh, good. And Soaring Ivy is another movement option. Is it one that we want? Not really. So I won't take it. Easy as that. Now let's go back here, because I definitely want this. And I definitely want that, since we've got kind of close range going on. So, as you can see, even though it is a big, heavy greatsword, you kind of swing it around as though it were made out of paper when you do your signature cast. And you get in. That bad boy does so much damage. And it does it in a nice big range, too. Alright, so we'll probably pick up the Hunter's Stiletto here. Not right now, obviously, because I don't quite have enough money. The other really nice thing about the Balestra is that it covers all around you. Like, Like, as you can see, it hits to your sides, ahead of you, you swing behind you. Like, it's just a very good spell. Like, this is one of those spells that was actually added in the, like, big, like, Phantom update. They were just kind of... The game just kind of had an errata that added a bunch of stuff. Now, as per usual, wait for your spells to recharge before you get into a big fight. Well, I mean, this is... It's a no-brainer, but I kind of wish that I had found this later so I would have more relics to feed it. So I'll see if I can get that above 15%, but again, I would like to be able to feed it more stuff. Dun, 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 dun. Alright, so here's Iris. What do you have for me today, my lady? Well, I mean, I could switch my basic, but I don't want to. I tend to just about always take that when I see it. It's just nice to have something that bounces between targets, and it makes the endgame a lot easier. Look how much damage that bad boy does. Oh my god, they locked a fairy in a box. That is just plain cruel. Well, we won't stand for that now, will we? And yeah, it's looking like I'm gonna take the anchor. So that means we've got 3 relics, we've got 15% more damage and stun value. But we've also got the Curse Eater's Mask going for us, so we're getting nice and strong. And big frosty sword. There we go. Yeah, we don't want that. We can do better than summoning a bunch of mobile rocks. See, look at the type of area that covers. Like, it's enough to keep you very safe when you're running the retro floor plan, and sometimes that's just all you really need, is just that extra safety. Okay, I'm switching this to the RB because I keep thinking that's where it is. The constant movement, of course, is meant to throw your enemies off, and it's working. Alright, upgraded robe. Alright, that could have worked out a lot better, but... I also very much like how the signature cast with the Balestra is you just go nuts. Like you stop thinking, you just kind of pull out your sword and just go wild. Like if each signature cast had some sort of like one-liner, like, you know, the Schwarzenegger one-liner, I'm pretty sure with that one, it would just be incoherent screaming. And because I'm recording in the evening, I don't actually want to do that incoherent screaming, but I'm pretty sure you can get the idea for yourself. You guys have heard me scream before, I'm just trying not to right now. Oh, hey, I made a mistake. Alright, oh, whoop! Lovely. And we'll grab that. And that's all I can grab, unless I wanted that key, which, spoilers, I don't. Man, they should design a key that when you enter the next floor, it takes you to the entrance of that floor. Wouldn't that be great? Ooh, and we've got an easy taffy... Wait, we don't have a taffy pop because... We have presents! Oh my goodness, it's all the sweets! Except for one. And I don't want that one because it's going to give me too much knockback. Like, no, seriously, especially with a build like this where we're focusing on more or less close range, if I hit someone with the ball lightning conjured by that candy, they will seriously just go flying for miles. And yeah, there are times in which that's what you want, but that's mostly with a ranged build, and we are not working with a ranged build. Here we use the sweeping range of the Balestra to our advantage. Alright, looking solid. Do we have anything good here? Well, we've got more candy. I thought Dark Sage had diabetes. I wonder if it's sugar-free candy. And somehow managed to dodge those fireballs. That was a nice little weave. Kind of wish it were planned. And there you go. Thanks to the wide range and coverage of the Balestra, you can just jump into the middle of a group of enemies and be absolutely fine. Alright, what do we got over here? And obviously we're going to take that. I would like one more movement Arcana, please. I mean, nothing fancy, just a good old-fashioned burn combo will do. But I would like something along the lines of Airborne Slam or Rushing Typhoon. I was going to use Blazing Vault first, and then I essentially misclicked. How in the world have we not found... Okay. Oh, hold on. I am not going to take this, because we have a much better option here. That's going to make that Greatsword hit a lot harder. And it's also just going to be more than the quill would be worth in general. There you go, one cycle for the win. Thank you, Glass Cannon, and thank you, Crystalline Balestra. Alright, so let's open the fight with this. Ow. Alright, we're having a good run here. That's also not movement based. Yeah, get that out of here. We have to deal with Earth Knights next. We don't want to throw things at them. They're just going to reflect them back into my face and make me feel stupid. Again, I don't need Wizard of Legend to make me feel stupid. I do a good job with that all on my own. Oh, of course. Once again, used it a little too early. Oh, there's another lovely specimen there. What do we take? Or rather, what do we drop in its place? Probably this. And we've got a very good defensive option there, but is there anything I drop for it? The only real answer is maybe the Hunter's Stiletto, but I think that's doing plenty considering what my run is looking like. Alright, here's the boss chamber. Cool. See, that was a good way to structure that fight. Hey, we can summon sentient lightning. Cool, but it's not movement, so I don't care. I would like one more movement Arcana before the end of the run. Okay, probably not gonna get it if I'm being honest, but Ignition Drive wouldn't be bad. I can always hold off until the next floor. We're not exactly struggling in combat right now. Wow, would you look at that? Kind of done everything I needed to, but as per usual, I like to explore. Part of the reason why I like Metroidvania games so much is I love exploring. Alright, looking pretty solid. Let's go ahead and head to the boss room. Anything here I want? Yes and no. I think I'm getting more out of the jewelry box. Ooh, another one-cycle boss. See, the thing is, I could get a lot out of the Curse Eater's Mask by taking that, but right now the best thing to drop for it would be either this, and I still want to see a cursed room on the next floor, or this, and you don't do that to fairies. You just don't. You don't want to put yourself on the receiving end of Fey trickery. But also, like, fairies are so cute. Why would you ever want to treat them like discardable baggage? No, we don't need the armor that badly. We keep our Sylvan friends. Okay, so let's go ahead and drop that now. We'll take the Tattered Scroll, because it's just going to make it easier to farm out signature spells. Hey, Shield. Alright, we'll take Shield. I am kind of curious if Creeping Tendrils counts as movement, but it's also not that big a deal. I think the Shield will work out better for us anyway. Wow, how did you escape all that? Okay, Earth Knights just ruined my everything. In fact, Earth Knights are pretty much the reason why I hate high-level Atlas floors. Okay, we absolutely need a potion now because everything is starting to whoop me. Okay, I should take that. And there we go. And no, I did not miss that the vampire's eyeglasses were there. I just don't think I need the Tea of Mercy to activate that bad. we've already got one synergy going. I think we'll be okay. Alright, looking much better now. And what's the moral of the story? Don't underestimate Earth Knights. And what's the other moral of the story? Don't overestimate yourself. Very good. It does occur to me, however, that the Hunter's Stiletto isn't doing a lot. Well, I mean, it's doing more than I'm giving it credit for. I'm overthinking things. Loving these one-cycle bosses. Don't think I'm going to be able to get that to work against Atlas, but hey, you know what? That doesn't mean we're not going to try. We got close, but God, I paid the price for that. Now they want me to summon sentient fire. Alright. So now, for those of you who are questioning why I'm not saying much about the Balestra, honestly, its uses seem pretty straightforward. It's got rain. Well, it doesn't have a lot of range, but it does have a lot of other things that make it very much worthwhile. Such as coverage and damage and a decent number of hits and the aforementioned incoherent screaming. I didn't even check to see if the shield could be upgraded. God damn it. Stupid. Alright, quick whip out the sword. There we go. That was not a good dodge. Oof, that's the first time in a long time that Sura's actually beaten me. Alright, well, I kind of know what went wrong, and despite my normal disposition, actually it is kind of the fault of the Anchor of Burden this time. I think I put too much trust in it, and I didn't have enough movement speed to dodge his attacks. So tell you what, next time we come back to Wizard of Legend, we will try to get a victory with the Balestra, because losing with my favorite Greatsword doesn't feel right. But that is all for right now. Hopefully you guys got a pretty good idea of how exactly the Great Sword works. It's not very complicated. But good use of it does involve making sure you understand your swing arcs, what enemies you can hit, and when it's time to unleash the incoherent screaming. So, that having been said, thank you guys very much for watching. I appreciate you coming and spending some of your free time here with me today. There will be a do-over on this, but I'm not going to cut this out because I still, for the most part, liked my gameplay. I just made a few silly mistakes and ended, pardon me, and ended up costing me the run. So there you go. But overall, I still very much enjoyed my gameplay, and I hope you guys did too. I hope you're doing fantastically this beautiful day or night, either one. And I will catch you guys in the next one. My name is Dark Sage Walker, and you take care, everybody.